Here is my $30,000 a month routine that I'm going to give to you right now for free. This routine has helped so many coaches in my program, like Tyson hit 10K in 25 days. Matt get 12 clients signed, 30 in a week. Steven 6K in 30 days. And if I go on, and I can go more on the wins of coaches that are absolutely crushing it following these proven systems, right? Yeah, I'm gonna give you the step-by-step routine on what I do. One of my coaches asked me today, what does your routine look like? I'm like, you know what? That would be a good YouTube video. So yeah, a couple of things. Number one, if you can't just sit here and give me your undivided attention for like 10-ish, 12 minutes, maybe a little over, maybe a little less, I don't know, then you really have no hope in building a successful coaching business. You might as well just tune off. But if you're ready to take action, you really want to learn, sit tight. It's going to be a good one. And if you need help implementing any of this into your coaching business, check the link down below where I can show you how I help coaches exactly like you get 5 high-paying clients guaranteed. So yeah, I'll show you a little proof before I get started. I always hesitate showing proof in the sense of I never want to be one of those coaches like, look at my Stripe account, or look at me in Miami. Like I'm not one of those people, right? But I gotta show proof so some people, well, majority of people will listen, which I understand to a certain degree, right? So it's my school, right? You check, I'm one of the top 1% earners on the platform, right? And then if I go, I take some payments off of school as well. So this is inaccurate in a good way. There you go, $33,000, not including the payments that I have off of school. So there you go, you have your proof. And there, now that I have your attention, now that I kind of had to glaze myself up, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I just really don't like doing that, right? I always leave with value in my videos, as you've been watching all my videos. Anyways, yeah, so let's get right into it, okay? My routine that build a top 1% coaching business, right? One of my coaches, Lewis, shout out to Lewis, asked me, on today's call, is like, what does your routine look like? And I'm like, okay, like, let's go ahead and do it, right? So the first thing I do is I literally delay gratification, right? Where I'm at today is 100% the byproduct of what I did last year, right? So like, what do I mean by that? Like literally like all the outreaching, all the consistency, all the posting, all the nurturing of, right? Because all the people that were seeing my stuff that were warming up to buy, right? Or all the outreaches I did, they finally cashed in months or years later. Like that's just how it is, right? The more you can delay gratification, the bigger the payoff will be. Especially in today's society, people need that like quick hit of dopamine. They need that feeling. They need that like validation. They need that. They need those likes. They need those acknowledge me right away. Like the more you can just push it off, like man, you will be so successful, right? You really, really will. Like you'll crush it. Like in today's society, as of right now, like everyone's like wants that, like they're like fat, like TikTok. They have TikTok brain. They can't stay still. We'll get to that later, right? Yeah, and it's like the more you can just delay and be like, hey, if I did 100 outreaches today, I do 100 tomorrow, and then 100 the next day, I don't get any replies. You will eventually start getting replies when you follow up, and then people see your messages. It's just how it is, right? So yeah, this is literally what I did. Delay gratification. The second thing, do the boring stuff every day. Like one of the coaches were like, well, can you like post what you do every day? I'm like, dude, literally like get up and I work. That is it, right? I do this every single day, right? 7 days a week. That's just how it is, right? Um, like for example, when I first started on school, which was not really more, well, kind of isn't the boring stuff, but more so the volume, I would say, right? And what it took to be to this level, right? Is at one point I was doing 5 group calls per week for free inside my free community, right? Some people may be watching, you might have been in the free community days, right? The next thing I was doing free private coaching calls for people, plus 8 hours a day training clients in person. I used to be a fitness coach. Right? I had a very successful business that was there for 7 years. And I just gave that up to do this full time, right? But I was doing all this. I basically had 2 businesses at one point, right? And then I was, doing 10 to 12 hours on school, which is the platform that I use. It's crazy. I don't know how I did that, but I did it, right? 7 days a week, no hacks, no shortcuts. I just would do it every single day. And this kind of goes like to the delaying gratification. Because when I first started on school, when I first started this business, like, because I was coaching coaches for like years part time, but like never to this magnitude, never full time, right? It was always like it was a passion, but I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna monetize it yet, and I did, right? But literally, I delayed gratification. I built so many rapports with people, and yeah, it came in favor, right? Really, really, really did, right? The third thing is like my simple routine. I don't believe in a perfect morning routine. I either work out, I do jiu-jitsu, then I work. If I'm not on sales calls, I'm booking appointments every single day. That is it. If I'm not chatting with people, I'm booking calls. If I'm not booking calls, I'm gonna focus on the product. That's about it. Those basically my 3 things. Like not on calls. There you go. Like you right now, you're probably not at 30 right now. You're probably like you're not at 30. You're probably not at 30 plus. And I don't mean that in a demeaning way. Probably a couple thousand. Maybe you're at 1,000. Maybe you're less. Then literally, if you're not on calls, you should be doing outreaches every single day. Just how it is, right? Um, yeah. So like that's basically what I do. Like my simple routine. I don't really wake up and meditate. Do that. Like read. I just get up and I work. I work out, come home, shower. There you go. Start my day. The next thing is keep your circle tight. Like these are two things that you need to realize. Number one, you're already trying to be in a different percentile because you're trying to start a coaching business, which key emphasize business. Not a lot of people have businesses. They say they do, right? They put it on their bio to look cool, but they just don't have a business. They have a hobby, right? But the point is that, and then plus you're probably trying to make over $10,000 a month. Majority of people say, "Oh, I want to make 10K," right? Not a lot of people make 10K. I can tell you that for a fact, right? Only a couple percentage, right? The whole entire world looked it up, right? Well, maybe like 20, 30, whatever percent. Especially if you live in the US, it's a little higher. But anyways, we can okay, that's a whole nother video. But like I can tell you right now, I may have two friends. The more successful you get, the smaller your circle becomes. That's just reality. I'm sorry. Like if you're like making, if you have a bunch of friends, this is my belief. It's just they're not really, just because you're not growing, you should be outgrowing your friends. Like the friends that I had 5 years ago, I still got love for them. I'm not the same age I was 5 years ago. So I'm not gonna be their friend just because I'm different. Don't get me wrong. I can chat with people. I have acquaintances. I'll chat with you. I'm like, yeah, but friend, no, I don't have many of those. Yeah. The fifth thing is I don't believe your own hype. I treat every day like it's day one. Literally, I do everything I do. Like I work. My business is doing well. Like it's growing. People are getting results. Right. If anything, right now I work harder than I did a year and a half ago because the only difference is really I'm working on higher level tasks because now my business is at a higher level, right? Same thing with all these coaches, like with Tyson, for example. Like Tyson's problems now are way different than they were when he was at 1K, 2K, right? And the same thing with my coaches, right? Like literally, my hopes in you hearing this is like you apply all this stuff, right? Because I say it in here too. It's like this isn't the way. This routine isn't the way. It's a way, and take what you want with it. Um, the sixth thing is scaling past 10K a month is easier than hitting your first 10K, right? Because like people would tell me before, like, oh, when you get to 10K per month, like it's easier after that. I'm like, no way. But like I can tell you with coaches, like for example, Robbie. Robbie's one of my coaches in this program. He's hitting $40,000 a month. He'll probably tell you that when he got to 30, it was a lot easier than when he got to 10. Right? It's because you have a proven offer. You have a system for outreaching. You probably have testimonials if you're good, all that stuff. So it's just like adding gasoline to the fire, right? So like right now, like I'm telling you, like right now, this is a grind, and you're always going to be grinding, but it gets easier in a way, right? Yeah. And then the next thing is, which is honestly my favorite, is like obsessing over the product. Like these coaches that are crushing in my program, like they only were able to do that because I was able to build a great product for them to consume and take action. If you don't have a great product, that's a problem, right? Because I can make a bunch of money selling anything, promising the role, but if I don't deliver, if I don't have a great product, I'm not gonna last because your credibility will follow you in any niche, right? So you want to obsess over the product, right? You can make sales, but if your clients don't get results, like I said, that's a problem. Always prioritize the product and client success. Always, like when they win, when my coaches win, I'm ecstatic, right? The eighth thing, like remove all distractions, right? I'm alone majority of the time. Well, actually, I'm all the time in my office. I work hard. My phone's not on my desk. I do the boring task, like I'm either running ads. I do the needle movers. That's it. And I just remove anything that's not work. Like right now, it's like, let's see, it's like 5:02, so I'll probably be calling it a day after this video. I've been at it since 6 a.m. PST. So yeah, we've been working all day. Pretty much it, right? And I just remove all distractions. The next thing is like handle bad days like a pro. Like literally, I have bad days. Like I don't know how I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. God willing, I wake up tomorrow. And yeah, like I have bad days, but I just keep pushing through it. Like yesterday, I got off a flight from London, 10.5 hour flight. My wife and I were at the airport for hours before then. Like I still came home and I worked. But like these hard days, like this is what I told Alex Ramosi that to his face when I met him at the school games. And like one of his quotes that kept me going was, "This is where most people quit." And because of that, I would keep going. Like this is what hard feels like, right? So like these are my final thoughts. Like don't rely on your feelings. Don't chase instant wins. Do the boring work. Repeat it, because the results you'll get next year literally are going to come from the action that you're doing right now. And that is the truth. Like I didn't just where I'm at right now, my coaches, me, like that is like the byproduct of the work that they're doing, and the work that I did before, and I'm continuing doing. Like where I'm gonna be at next year is gonna be off of these videos, off of the the rapport that I built, off of the appointments that I booked, the product that I built. Like that's just what it is. Like because I just delayed gratification. So that's pretty much it. Like these are my morning routine, my whatever it is you want to call it. Like I hope that you just take from this and you apply it and you make it your own. Because I was that person. I was at a couple $1,000s a month, maybe 1,000, or just wanting to get started, and I wasn't too sure on what type of where to go. Like, and I would watch videos like this. So, like, take action, go do the work, like apply this. Like, you're listening from someone that's done what you want to do. Like, I'm giving to you for free. Enjoy, right? So yeah, if you're still here, you're a real one. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to your boy. And like I mentioned earlier, book a call with us, me and my team, Klein OS. We would love to get you results like this and, show you how you can finally launch that coaching business that you want. So other than that, I will see you in the next YouTube video. Peace.